Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well,
Third time.
I'm so sorry. Welcome to Piccadilly Stamping. We're going to give this another shot. Let's see if it works. There's like 30 live videos of me, and I'm not sure what the screw up was. But let me see. Okay, are people coming in?
I don't know. I'm sharing.
Okay. Let's see. I think maybe this time I'm not hearing any of the noise. Maybe this time I got it?
Maybe.
Weird snafu, everyone, and I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Please feel free
Working
to...
fine now, they said.
Okay, so you hear me fine without any
of the crackling.
Yeah, it was really weird. I have a new host code for this week, and
Make sure you use it.
yes, on any orders $150 or less. And go ahead and share my video so that you can be put into the drawing for this evening for next week. Okay, let's get started on, since I'm a few minutes behind now with all of that.
Just relax. We'll be fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know the internet. So we only have a few announcements this time. Paper Pumpkin is coming out with Something for Everything kit. So Bill, when can they subscribe?
Through the 10th.
Through the 10th. If you go to paperpumpkin.com and pick me as your demonstrator, I would surely appreciate that. So that is through the 10th to get in on that Something for Everything kit. So it has super versatile stamp set that has 13 different sentiments. I'm really looking forward to this one. Piccadilly Perks, you guys know, if you are one of my Perks followers, but this is a reward system just simply for being a customer of mine at a loyalty program. So for every $35 you spend, you earn the letter, one of the letters from the word Piccadilly. When you get them all together, then that's 10, and then I'm going to give you a $35 value package, meaning you can pick $25 of product, anything of current value in our current catalogs, and then I'm going to pay the shipping and the tax on that. So it's about a $35 value, buy one get one free type of thing. So hey, this isn't through Stampin' Up, this is through me, and it's just something that I try to reward my loyal customers with. And then my Piccadilly Pearls. And I just wanted to let you know, we're kind of on the brink of a couple of things happening. Celebrations coming at the beginning of the year. You guys know about that if you've been with me for a while. And if you don't, it is the biggest sale of the year that Stampin' Up! Has. And that's coming. And we also have a new launch at the same time of a new catalog. And I can't show you what's in them yet. That'll come January 3rd. I'll be doing a walkthrough of that, but I can show you products that we're going to be using, and in just a couple weeks we'll be starting with that. But if you are interested in joining my pearls so that you can pre-order some of the goodies in this, if you like to get your stuff first, if you want to have a discount on everything, joining my pearls is the way to go. I would say that I did not realize I work kind of a part-time business, and when I went to on stage, I did not realize how well I was actually doing.
Yeah, you know, seeing all the accolades that she got up at on stage kind of boost her ego a little bit. So.
My head's a little bit big, but
I don't know. You're not part-time. You're full-time.
I'm full-time, but with my disability, sometimes I have to like nap during the day. So it's super flexible because you get to be your own boss. But if you want to earn some money, let me know if you're interested in joining my team to work it as a business. This is the perfect time to join. I know everyone thinks that during celebration is, and that's a good time to join too. But if you want to hit the road running and make some money, you want to be up and going before then. Okay, let's get into the holiday catalog. So I have a couple of card designs tonight, but I'm going to be featuring glimmer paper. And we currently have 4 different colors of glimmer paper. and the gold, the silver, the iridescent, and the rose colored. And I just want to tell you, we'll be using the rose tonight, but it adds a little something something to your projects.
That's right.
So,
these thumbs up, something.
All right, let me move this out of the way. Normally I start with the easiest and work my way up project, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. Neither of these are very hard to do, but the one is a little bit more time consuming, and I just want to delve right into it. And Bill, if you guys...
Scooby Snacks! Woo!
How do you earn your Scooby Snacks?
I talk about stuff.
He talks about stuff.
That's right.
Okay, so we've got a few steps tonight. I'm going to be using the 2-inch punch, the 1.5 circle punch, and then, of course, my Starburst punch, which I love, 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 love.
Tim asked if you were going to use that tonight.
And you didn't know, did you?
I don't know.
Some ribbon. I have got a really fun combination. So, mint macaron, lovely lipstick, and granny apple green. And I will show you how I came up with that. Let me get this stuff out, that combination here, in just a minute.
Everything's better with granny apple green.
Do you like the granny apple green yourself? Okay. So here we have a fun set called the Cup of Christmas. I love this set. I think I made the little cup for you guys. Here, I even have one sitting here. I made a little cup treat holder a few weeks back, and I wanted to do something again. And actually, what did I do with it? Here it is. So, and as I do that, my bookmark falls out. So in our catalog, I had it all bookmarked so this would flow open. But you know, when you get a bad start, you get kind of like, so I just need to take a deep breath. Everybody has...
You're doing good. You're doing fine.
This is why I keep him around.
Scooby Snacks.
Scooby Snacks. I don't know what page it is now because my bookmark fell out.
Oh no.
I know. Let's see if I can find it here. Page 34. It was stuck. That's why. So you can find it here in the catalog, page 34. And one of the things that I really liked when I saw this set is, one, the way the stamps work, you can do them on one side or the other depending on how you want it, because they are reversible. So I think that's a really cool investment in stamps, and I am excited for Stampin' Up! To come up with some more. So that was one thing. And I really liked this card and all this color, but I wanted to do different colors. And I'm a brights girl, so of course that lovely lipstick and granny apple green stands out. But I got this color combination, quite literally, from our color coach. Lipstick green, or lovely lipstick, granny apple green, and pool party. But I think I used mint macaron.
You did.
Yeah. Did I use mint macaron or did I use pool party?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think I used pool party.
Pool party.
Pool party. So we're going to switch it up. Coaches, let me know. I can just email it to you so that you can have it. I think they're really useful. So I just wanted to change up the colors a little bit and make it my own. And I kind of like some of the funky, I guess. We're going to be doing a little bit of embossing, and I think I'm just going to start right there. Let's start with that. Any questions or anything? Has anyone made it in, or are they all?
We're up. We're in the upper 40s.
Okay. Well, welcome you guys. So I'm going to start off, if you've never embossed before, I'm going to use the embossing buddy. And this just helps, like, from the oils and stuff from our fingers. It helps with keeping so that the glue doesn't stick to, except for the places you want it to stick.
Our technical difficulty was Joy's fault.
Well, you have to say that loud enough because she thinks I say it about her all the time. Joy!
I think this technical difficulty we had was Joy's fault.
I'm not the only one that blames you, Joy. So I'm going to use the Comfort and Joy stamp off there. And I'm going to use some Versamark ink. Let me make sure.
Jean Shoot from North Dakota has shared 3 times already.
Thank you, Jean. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to...
No, there's all kinds of shares.
Is there? Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use the white embossed powder. Now, a couple things. First of all, I have way too much in here. I've bought a few times and not realizing that I did, but I do like the white embossed powder. It's probably my favorite. Secondly, embossed powder does go bad. So don't buy like I bought and buy an overabundance of it, because the stuff lasts forever and this will go bad on me before I'm ever able to use it up. I'm pretty sure.
We'll just have to emboss a bunch of stuff.
Okay, well, I love how you say we. So this is going to be loud for a minute. I just stuck the powder on and tapped off the excess. I'm going to heat this up. And I'm going to go in. And you can see the magic as it turns to the shiny white. Now, I did that because I wanted it to be very brightly white instead of just stamping it with
You heat both sides of that?
Yeah, I mean, I usually start on the back to get it to set, and then sometimes if there's something that I just want to touch, then I'll do the top.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong. That's just how I do it. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to take that 1.5 inch circle punch. We're just going to stick this in here. And I'm going to center it. It fits perfectly, and I love that. Now I wait to punch. This is a lovely lipstick, by the way. I wait to punch until after it's cooled just a little bit. When it's still hot, it doesn't take very long, as you see, but when it's still hot, you will smear it in a punch, so you don't want to do that. Okay, we can put this aside. So let's pull out, I'm going to use a scrap piece, and I'm going to do the starburst punch of just a piece of Whisper White. Because I'm going to kind of follow what they had in the catalog, if you guys are looking at it. And by the way, if you need a catalog, let me know. I'd be more than happy to send one to you if you don't already have a demonstrator and you would like me to be your demonstrator. Okay, I just have a piece of thick Whisper White for our background here. I'm going to get out a piece of the rose bling paper, and I'm going to cut out a 2-inch piece. I love our punches. Okay. So both of my cards are going to have kind of a bling bling to them, and sometimes just a little bit of bling is so much fun as far as getting, I'm going to open up our colors, getting the an extra little pop with very little minimal effort. That's what I like. So let's start off with some lovely lipstick, and I'm going to go in and just, I'm going to be very random about this, I'll be honest. I want to test. Okay. I'm going to need some more lovely lipstick paper, bill, and re-inker. And I did place my pre-order, you guys, and guess what I forgot? Last week when what did I do? I just stepped my finger in it twice?
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Look at my pretty nails, by the way. These are nail strips from Color Street. And if you like them, they're from, I can hook you up with my cousin. She sells them.
Hi, Sherry Ernst.
Hi, Sherry. Okay, so just randomly, I'm going to put this down, lay some color down, and then I'm going to come back in. Let's do some pool party here. Stamping right off of my paper, just kind of like how they had it. Put stuff. I'll do that. Okay, and then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to change this around because these are reversible. Awesome, isn't it? So awesome. And then I'm going to come back in with the Granny Apple Green. Are they doing okay?
Oh yeah, everybody's welcoming everybody and saying hi, and
this is like the friendliest group, you guys. I do really appreciate that.
a bunch of North Dakotans on tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is this the same one you made the little cup thing out of? That?
It is. I just showed them. Yeah,
Oh.
it is. It's the same set that I made the little cup holder. Okay, so let's go in with the polka dots this time on the lovely lipstick. And let's do a little...
It says, it's a party!
It is a party.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
What'd you do?
I didn't... I might try to redo it. I'm not going to try to remake the card, but I have another one that I can... Look at that. Save the day.
Save the day.
What color are we needing here? We're needing a little more green, right?
Granny Apple Green.
I should have turned this over so that I could have had the handle going that way, but it doesn't matter, I guess. And then at least one more blue.
She says, when Jean from North Dakota says, we have to be nice and play well together. There's a man in the house.
You guys, I think Bill gets a big head from you guys too. Let me just tell you. Yeah, he looks over there. He is really proud of the fact that he...
I am the star of the show.
He tells everyone he's the star.
Actually, I'm just a production manager.
That's right. I put this in the wrong spot. Okay. So, you get the idea of what I was doing. Normally, I don't have the peanut gallery right here beside me when I'm crafting. So, you get this kind of collage look. Like,
Usually I'm about 25 feet away in the living room.
That's right. Now, glimmer paper. Glimmer paper you can stick to if you use a little bit of this Tombow glue. Now, when I say a little bit, let me rephrase. Use a little extra is what I meant to say of this, and give it a second. It takes a second, but it works really good and it sticks very well. I know some people have used glue dots before, but for me, this is the reason I use a lot of glue. I'm not going to even lie to you. As much as I stamp, this is the cheapest, stickiest stuff, but it just takes a minute to get it to stick. I do think it sticks better to this new bling paper than...
The pass?
Yeah, this glimmer paper than our old kind. I really do like it. This doesn't leave glimmer all over the place. And so then after I get that on there, I'm going to glue that down to the starburst. Did anyone say they liked my little Christmassy? This is called Russian Around. It's kind of got like a red shimmer. I don't know if that shows up. Okay, so just like they had right there, I've come up with the same thing, only of course I always have to do it my style. So I'm going to add a bow to it where theirs didn't have a bow, but let's pop this up. Is Joy on here? Did Joy hear you?
Yeah, Joy's on here.
I hope she gave you a little bit of...
Oh, she did. Janet Rose has pretty nails. She must have got her chickens to bed.
Her chickens to bed?
Yeah, she said I have to run and put her chickens to bed and then she'll be back.
Oh, so cute. Okay.
Kind of early, isn't it? She's living in California, so it'll be like 5 o'clock.
Well, I don't know Janet's schedule. Ask Janet
okay.
ask her yourself. So then let's take some of this Granny Apple. I love this ribbon. I love this ribbon. Oh, I used it a bunch in both colors here. I think I even have the neutral one somewhere.
She says it's dark there by 5. Oh, yep. Like that too. 4:37 tonight.
Bill goes to work and it's dark. He comes home and it's dark. And that's what I hear. I don't like it. I have to go to work and it's dark. And I come home and it's dark. I know. Okay, I'm fussing with the bow.
You are.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I want to do it more this way, I think.
Joyce says she gives me a hard time because I expect it.
Okay, so I'm just going to add a bow to mine. You can add it on top, you can add it on bottom, but let me pull that. Well, I suppose maybe I should add the bow first before I go pulling out the example. Ooh, I like that side better. Okay, so basically, now what I do with it, I know it was page 34 though. Basically, I took the card, and so I'm telling you guys this for a couple of reasons. One, when I send you these books are great cards to reference. I actually did the Santa card from my Casing Tuesday group that I'm in. This is what the card was supposed to look like, and that's what I did. In fact, I don't know where it is. Do I know where it is? I don't know where it is. Otherwise, I'd pull it out and show you. But here's another card now that I've just made for you that I got from the book. I just changed, like they were using, it looks like Poppy Parade, Pretty Peacock. They used more colors than I did. But, so you get the idea. I just added a bow to mine. So these books are great for casing, and I case this card from it. So that was my first one. And I also like just a little bit of bling, bling, bling. I made mine bigger than theirs, but I like it. Okay, second card I didn't case from anyone. It's my card, but it doesn't have all these steps. Do they like this, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know if there was anything coming through.
Very cute, easy for mass production.
It's so pretty. What I like is how you can flip the handles on those. On that set. I think it's a cute set. But that card in there was the reason why I bought the set. So I thought, well, I probably should demonstrate that then, because that's what I was in love. And if anyone wants to know, it was Pool Party, Granny Apple Green, and Lovely Lipstick. It was the Cup of Christmas. I didn't use the dies, but if you buy it together, you do get 10% off. So let me put that aside. Let's get out the next one. So I had a lot of comments from you guys. I had quite a few messages after my last video. So I want to just review a couple of things. Before I get into this next card, is there any questions or anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Stampin' Trimmer.
Tara says so pretty.
Stampin' Trimmer. So one of the questions that came to me was the difference between the Stampin' Trimmer and the and I'm going to grab a piece of scrap, Stampin' trimmer and a guillotine cutter. A trimmer is different than a cutter. A guillotine cutter cuts the paper like this in half, so there's no ridge. A trimmer you have to push it, and I'm just going to do this quick. You have to push it through so you get like a little ridge. That ridge is easily removed if you just take your fingernail or even your finger. I mean, I just flattened it, just so you know. But it's because it's pushing through the two pieces of paper, so it makes that ridge. A cutter, and I'll grab mine real quick with this. I'm just going to grab one of the little ones. A guillotine cutter, when you put it in, it's going to cut, and there's not going to be, because it's slicing down from front to back. So that was a question that I had. What is the difference? The cutter, we're going to be using that tonight, and that actually has, you can use it for other things. The other question that I've had is how to use a guillotine cutter correctly. So when you're using it, if you just go down, you can have some room for error. Things can slip, the paper can be ragged here on the edge. I just want to let you guys know that when you're holding it down, you want to slightly press in, and that's how your paper all the way to the end, even on my big guillotine cutter, doesn't, if you're pressing, you're not like overlapping, you're just pressing in on the handle, and then it'll get a nice smooth cut. Okay, now we can go on to the card. Any questions of that? Okay. So this next one is really fun, and we're going to use the paper trimmer. I'm going to start off with a Whisper White card base. Lately this year, I've been into Whisper White. I don't know why. I think I've been letting it do some of the work of negative space. You guys know I talk about negative space. So we have a pack of paper, and I won't never remember the name of it, so I have to go look it up quick. And hopefully you got it. It's called Garden Lane Designer Series paper. I thought, this is Christmassy enough. This is gonna do some holiday stuff for me. So how can I make that work? One of the things that I came up with, and let me pull that trimmer out again. Last week, you guys really liked when I did a diagonal cut, and I had a couple of, you know, can you do more with diagonal cutting? Sure. So I have a piece of, let's see. This is 4 1/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 by 6. That's not right, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess so. It is right. And I'm going to do a diagonal cut so that we end up with a piece that's not quite, so it's unique looking on your card. And so what I want to do is, I'm going to move my trimmers one way or the other. So I want to put my paper in. There's the 1 inch. I can see that here. And this side, I know that this is the 1 inch, this line right just outside here. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on the 1 inch and place this on the 1 inch. Now this is going to give me a diagonal opposite of this. So I already know I need to change that. I don't want it that way. I want to go this way. Why is this not working for me now? Here we go.
I don't know. What are you doing? Trying to make it diagonal?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it to, there we go. I was trying to get it so that this corner and this corner line up on the 1 inch. Holding it down, I'm going to do my cut. when I'm done, I'm left with two perfectly symmetrical pieces of paper, okay? So I have one done here. The reason why I did it that way is so that I could have two, so I could make more than one. Now what did I do with the card base? Here we go. So I'm gonna bring my card base in, and let's glue this down on our card, which gives that oblong cut. So corner 1 inch, the other corner at 1 inch that was down here, and that's what makes this cut. It has that little crease. All you have to do is take your fingernail, it's gone. You could use either side. I really like that softer side. So let's just glue that down. Hey, is Sandra here? Have you seen Sandra on here? Okay.
Then I don't see everybody either.
Oh.
But she could be on.
Okay, so here I'm get this unique look to my card with a diagonal cut. Not pretty? So I put it at the top of my card. I have used, I pre-did this just because I normally don't do it that way, but the stitch shaped, I use the largest circle so that I can get that extra decorative edge. And I'm going to use this Peaceful Boughs, which is one of my absolute favorite sets this year. This May the Spirit of Peace gently fill your home, heart and home in this most wonderful time of the year. And I think I'm going to do that in the dark garden green. And the color combo that I came off of this, because I'm not making my own DSP, but I'm using Designer Series paper, I took the color combination off of what colors were in that coordinate on the back of the paper pack. And I'm going to just show you because the minute I don't. So it gives you a list of all the different colors in here on the back of the paper pack. Okay. Isn't that pretty? I chose the darker green even though it's not in there. One, because it coordinates, and two, I think it's just going to give a unique, so if you see right now I'm building this. Because that font is so fine, it stands out. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. Another reason why I like circles is how forgiving they are. So since I had to pre-do this, if I wouldn't have had that exactly right, you can angle it however you want to make that straight, which I actually did a pretty okay job. And let's see, I want to see because I'm going to be putting right down here. The thing about this set is it comes with a set of dies that match it that I think is absolutely wonderful. So I'm going to just kind of set this right up into that DSP, but also so that I get the white on white. So you can see how pretty that is. And I think this is, I'd have to look on that. I think this is kind of the last shot to buy these things too is this month. So if this is something you want, but it has a matching set of dies. It also has some label dies that are really, really pretty with it. It has a cutout of like this image. It's not that, it's something that matches it, something that goes with it. And then it also has a large and a small pine cone. So what I did is I ran through on a piece of soft suede the pine cone cutout, then this cutout, and I'm going to use my little pokey tool here. I cut out in gold bling paper, and this is so pretty. So once you poke it out,
gold bling, huh?
Oh, isn't that pretty? So pretty. Now,
they're saying it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I mean, it is. I'm just going to use, for time, I'm just going to use a little bit of green glue here. This stuff is fairly sticky, and if you dot it on, if you've got the patience to do that, and I do, And then the other thing that I do is, because you don't need much, is I smear it around. Then all you have to do is glue it right down onto that. So now I've made a major festive pine cone, right? And I went ahead and pre-die cut in the garden green and in pear pizzazz some of these little doohickeys. What are these called? Pine things? Pine boughs, whatever. Yeah. Needles. So I'm going to use a piece of glue dot here to just hook these on.
Franklin says it's looking beautiful.
Hi, Franklin. Hey, is Colton and Mia and Brooklyn and Ava and Emma watching?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Pine Branch Bough.
Pine Branch Bough. Was that from Joy?
No, that was from Janet Rose.
Oh, she knows. She knows everything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick this underneath of that area. That's why I was kind of aware of where I was placing my, go ahead.
Your glue?
My dimensionals. Oh. So you get kind of this look to it. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, they love it.
It is so gorgeous. And then I'm going to take some glue dots, a couple of them, and I'm just going to put this right there. So I didn't really have to do much stamping or be very creative. I made a diagonal cut, and I let the rest of the stamp set, the die cuts, do the work for me. Now, technically, you could, and I think it's really pretty, you could do a little Wink of Stella. Oops, that's that one's going almost dead. This one has some. You could do a little Wink of Stella on here, so it's like a little bit of a frosty look to it.
That looks cool.
It is. You could also do the puffy paint if you wanted to. I didn't want to take away too much from the bling because there's only just a little bit of bling showing on each of these cards, but it's enough to give it just a little bit of pizzazz. None of the things that I have done on these cards, this was using die cuts, this was using punches. It's actually, you don't even have to be a really super good stamper, but I think they come out absolutely beautiful. It just, if you want more of a playful side or you want more of a traditional side, that kind of is up to you. And obviously there's many other things you can do with these stamp sets, but these are two of my absolute favorites. So wanted to show you that. It is not too late. I still have about 30 Christmas cards to get wrote out and done.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close. But so, what do you guys think?
They love them.
Are they saying
the
it?
branches get rid of the white space and bring attention to the same.
Aww. So
shoot from North Dakota.
From Jean. Oh, yeah. Awesome, you guys. So I really appreciate you coming and watching. We got a drawing tonight, so someone's going to win these fabulous cards, and they really are fabulous. Are you ready, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I really appreciate you guys sharing. I got some good shares this last week, and I was kind of surprised at how many I got. So thank you. If you want to be in the drawing for next week, definitely share my video. All right, let's get going. Whoa. Wait. My finger's stuck.
Way down there. Ooh, here we go.
He's got big hands.
Karen Drain.
Oh, I don't know, Karen. Karen, I don't know you, but you shared my video last week. If you would send me your mailing address, just all you have to do is just stick it up here on Facebook in my messenger, and I will mail these out to you. I sure do appreciate that. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming tonight. Thank you for sticking with me with all of the troubles getting started. I don't know what was going on. I do appreciate that. And I will be back here next week. However, on Christmas Day is a Wednesday this year, so I will not be broadcasting on Christmas Day. I hope you guys understand why. I will, however, come back on New Year's Day and do a video for you guys. So I will see you next week at 7 p.m. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.